For those of you all who might not know, my birthday is in a couple of days, and I was horrified this morning when I found out that today is Karmelo Anthony's birthday. Yes, that is right. He is a fellow Taurus. We were almost birthday buddies, and that's disgusting. There's just something sickening about the fact that as I'm out here celebrating my birthday, I know that Karmelo is celebrating his birthday as well, when he should be behind bars. But the reason I know this is because his supporters are all celebrating his birthday as if they knew him. It's kind of weird. And the Baby Beater spokesman, he released a statement, a delusional statement, also asking for birthday donations for Karmelo. Now look, if anyone deserves birthday donations around here, it's me. Cash App or super thanks. But in all seriousness, he put out this delusional statement, and you know what? I'm just going to read the whole thing for you, and instead of trying to describe what's going on here, let me just read his actual words. Today, Karmelo Anthony turns 18. Let's pause right there. Okay, so he's a grown man now. Karmelo's grown. Karmelo needs to be charged as an adult, but let's go forward. Today, Karmelo Anthony turns 18. But this isn't just a celebration of another year. It's a moment of reflection on the injustice, double standards, and pain this young black man has endured far too early in life. Let's go ahead and pause right there. To every white person out there that keeps saying, don't make it about race. You see how they make it about race every time? Karmelo couldn't be a man. He couldn't be a kid. No, he has to be a young black man, right? Because they're making it about race. And he's talking about how Karmelo is up against injustice. Karmelo was arrested for stabbing a kid in the heart and killing them at a track meet. It's not like Karmelo was some innocent person and the cops snatched him up and accused him of a crime he didn't commit. But that's how these people are acting. So instead of, oh, Karmelo is facing years in prison for killing someone, no, Karmelo is facing injustice. It's an injustice when a black man gets held accountable for killing someone. It's an injustice, right? Absolutely insane, but let's go forward. Karmelo should be celebrating the final stretch of his senior year, prom, graduation, and prepping for the next chapter. Instead, he's facing a legal system that has historically failed young black men, fueled by media spin, hate-filled attacks, and political pressure that ignores due process and humanity. Yeah, I agree. Karmelo should be experiencing the home stretch of his last year in high school. He should be getting ready for prom and graduation. But instead, he's a murderer that is now going to spend a lot of time behind bars. And it's the way they word this stuff that is just so delusional. This is why I said, I just got to read his words for you, because my words can't describe how delusional this is. Karmelo should be graduating. He should be at prom. Yeah, well, he would have been if he didn't kill someone. You know who else should be at prom? Austin Metcalf. You know who else should be experiencing the end of the school year? Austin Metcalf. That's who we really should be talking about here. But mind you, they're talking about this situation as if Karmelo's the one that died. The way they're wording this is, oh, Karmelo should be experiencing this if it wasn't for that darn Austin Metcalf. Karmelo would be graduating right now if it wasn't for Austin Metcalf. That's basically what they're saying. They're placing the blame on Austin Metcalf, and the blame on racism and injustice instead of the blame on Karmelo. Let me literally read this quote real quick one more time. Karmelo should be celebrating the final stretch of his senior year, prom, graduation, and prepping for the next chapter. Instead, he's facing a legal system that has historically failed young black men. He's facing a legal system because he literally took someone's life at a track meet. I mean, the audacity of these people, and then you wonder why people are fed up. You wonder why people are done biting their tongue. You wonder why people mention race when they're making every single thing about race nonstop all the time. And it's gotten so bad that now they murder people and then say it's racist if you arrest us for this. They go kill white kids at school and say it's an injustice to hold us accountable for this. Because this delusion has not been put in check. So now it's just getting worse. The delusions get worse and worse and worse. And now we're at the point where it's racist if you think murderers should be held accountable. But let's go ahead and try to power through this statement. Double standards are on full display, from the treatment of his case in the courts to the harassment his family has faced at their own home. It's clear if we don't stand together, the system will tear our children apart alone. The family, what they experienced was a couple of pizza deliveries, and then they saw some kids outside playing with water guns, and they decided, hey, we could try to use this and spin this into us feeling threatened. That's what happened. That's what happened. They haven't experienced threats at home. No, they had someone prank order some pizza for them, and then they called the police and acted like the little kids in the neighborhood running around playing water guns were out to get them. But we believe in community, we believe in justice, and we believe in standing up when the world tells us to stay quiet. So today, on Karmelo's 18th birthday, we're asking you to give something meaningful. Donate $18 to his official defense and family support fund. This will be a long process, and we need every ounce of support from our people. Let's show Karmelo that we've got his back, not just with hashtags, but with real action. Donate here, share this post, stand with his family, speak truth to power. Oh my God, I swear the most annoying thing I've ever heard in my life is this speak truth to power nonsense. It's one of those things that people like Dominique Alexander say because they know that it's going to sound good to a bunch of ghetto ratchets with a low IQ. To them, that sounds like the most educated, profound, crazy thing they've ever heard. Speak truth to power, yeah! But it's so idiotic. Speak truth to power. Donate to this murderer today. So yeah, here he is on Karmelo's birthday, trying to get people to give Karmelo birthday donations when they should be giving me birthday donations. Screw you, Karmelo. I can out birthday donation you. But unsurprisingly, the comment section is just filled with people. Happy birthday, Karmelo. Happy birthday, King. Happy birthday. Oh my God, I hope you're having a great birthday. And it's just sick. It's so sick. Just seeing all of these people celebrate Karmelo's birthday. It's so sick knowing that he's out in the free world, eating a cupcake, having time with his family, and Austin is gone. And then we got the spokesman out here. Oh my God, Karmelo should be able to graduate. Karmelo should be at school. Karmelo should be this. Do you see Austin's dad or his mom out here talking about what Austin should be doing? Talking about the bright future, the next chapter for Austin? Do you see them making public announcements about all of these proms and graduations that Austin isn't going to be able to attend? At least Karmelo is still breathing. Not only is Karmelo still breathing, he's being propped up like a hero in his community. He's being called a king. He's getting birthday donations. As Austin's family and Austin's mother is now having her first Mother's Day without Austin. So yeah, forgive me if I'm absolutely disgusted by this. Because, I was kind of in a positive mood today, getting closer to my birthday. And then I see this and I'm just like, oh, God. Bah, humbug. You know what I mean? And just the delusional stuff that comes out of this spokesman's mouth, it really irks my nerves and it ticks me off because I just know for a fact that he's not a sincere person. For me, it's about if you're sincere or not. Sometimes it's not about if I disagree with you or not, because I'm open to other people having opinions and viewpoints that I don't share. But for me, it's when I know that you're full of crap and you don't even necessarily believe the stuff that you're saying. That's the people who I have problems with. I don't necessarily have problems with people that I disagree with. I have problems with people who take positions for other reasons than, oh, this is just how you actually feel. No, there's a motive behind this. There's shady stuff behind why you're saying this or why you claim you feel this way. And for Dominique Alexander, I know for a fact that he cares nothing about Karmelo. If Dominique cared about Karmelo or Karmelo's family, he would keep his mouth shut. But instead, he's using Karmelo's family as a stepping stool to become more successful and more widely known and talked about. And he's even admitted that himself, that he loves when people are talking about him because it boosts his ego. But here he is on Karmelo's birthday, asking everyone to send Karmelo and the family money because he has his hands in that cookie jar, and some of that money is making its way to him. And I think that he's been overblowing a lot of this stuff to scare Karmelo's family, so Karmelo's family feels like they need the protection of his organization. They're probably paying him for security and all of this other stuff. So, I don't know, but just waking up and seeing this was just one of those things that just, it just makes you kind of, ugh. But you guys let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments below. If you would like to support the channel, you could like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, and you could always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.